Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to share with you some products that I am super excited about. And I'm kind of surprised that I'm so excited about it because it doesn't really seem like my past style. So it just kind of goes to show that your like style or your like favorites and stuff can change over time. As you can see, this is a very like rusticy stamp set. There's technically, unless you want to call those tops of those, no flowers in this set. But there's something about it that just seems so peaceful and fabulous, and maybe it's the whole relax thing. I like the thinking of you too. Breathe, something I feel like I need to tell myself all the time. And all of that. And then I think it's the dies, though, that I'm actually loving the most. So these are the coordinating dies. And there are, like, there's this image here, which is the wood. So it coordinates with the wood there. And then the gates. The gates are actually what I love the most. I don't know. There's something about like a white picket fence or even just a fence like this that like I get so excited about. Like it's just so cute. And so they go on either side. Actually, they're upside down. Right? The points go up top. Yeah. And they sort of have like a 3D look where they like go in and get smaller. So then it kind of gives some depth and texture to the card. And then because I'm loving those, I'm super loving the pebbles. I actually just got these in. I got all of this in yesterday. And I have like so many projects I can't wait to do with it. So yeah, stay tuned with that. There's a chance it could become one of the online stamp classes. So if it excites you for that, good morning, Denise. Then let me know. If you have any ideas or suggestions for the online stamp class, let me know. I have picked the February one already, but of course, March, April, May, June, July, August are all still open. But yes, these are pebbles. So they're kind of like regular enamel dots with that shine over them. But they do have some texture or like some variation in color in them. So like there's like dark spots in there so that it doesn't just look like one solid look on both the gray and the brown. And there's 90 total in there. And they're also kind of jaggedy shaped. So like this one's a little bit larger and like, I'm not going to say it's like an oval because it kind of like pops up. This one's a little bit more oval. This one's like long and skinny. So there's actually 3 different shapes of every color. Let me pull these out of the packaging for less glare. And so you can see there's actually 3 different colors. There's the brown, the gray, and the lighter gray. So you kind of have that variation of a little bit of sand, a little bit of rock, a little bit of whatever you wish. You're loving this one for the monthly stamp class? Okay, I will keep that in mind. One of the things that I will note is with the back orders and stuff, I have to also be careful of which items are not available. I don't want to pick something that's not available for you guys. So fingers crossed that this one stays available and maybe we can do this one in March then, which is awesome because then I've already got March picked out and I can just start creating and doing it. I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I'll see what I can do, Laura, to make this one happen in March. But yeah, there's like lots of little like nature scenes and mountains and like sand dunes or rolling grassy hills and different things like that. I'm pretty sure this one also does that for that grassy area and stuff. But yeah, super loving those. And then I also wanted to show you guys, it coordinates with this designer series paper. This is the New Horizons designer series paper, and it is so stunning. And I thought, since it is the free paper pack of the month, I should probably show it to you guys, right? So it has, like, as always, Stampin' Up's paper is so stunning, and it does like all the work for you for a card. Like, you can just slap that paper down, add a greeting, and boom, you're done. Like, because it's so gorgeous. So this one sort of has that rolling hills look, and then that beautiful sunset sky. You could always add a few birds and everything with the stamp set. You could also just add breathe or anything like that. You could also cut it and just use like the top piece and do something super fun. Like, you could even use the butterfly from the Amazing Silhouettes. Oh, Peggy, I'm so sorry that it's always breaking up for you. I wonder if it's your internet connection or perhaps mine. Hi, Colleen. Welcome. Yes, Denise, this is beautiful paper. And then, pink, love it. And Claire is such a pink girl. Anytime we make a project, then she always just wants to pick pink. I'm kind of like, can we make the kitty something besides pink? I mean, I love pink too, but pink kitties aren't normally found in the wild. So, but we did make a pink kitty for my mom's birthday, so I'll have to show you guys that card. Here is another one. This one is kind of gorgeous. It has, like, if you look at it, like mountains. Here, let me flip this one over. Like mountains and like perhaps water down here. And you can really like bring the paper alive with just a little bit of stamped images over the top of it. Otherwise, it does kind of look a little mishmashy, which is why I definitely want to show you guys some samples and work with this paper because it can feel a little overwhelming and weird when you're just looking at it. Ooh, that green is really cool looking, although it kind of looks like mold or like pond scum. The days whenever we used to swim in the pond every night in the summer. That was our swimming pool whenever I lived in the country, growing up and everything, was to go swim in the pond. And then we have this one. This one, like, I totally see like mountains, and then I see water with like steam coming off of it. Like that early morning where there's the steam that hangs over the water. That's how I see that. And I know like that kind of feels like I'm tripping or something because it literally just looks like ink splotches. But like with a little imagination, and again, if you were to take some of these images and add, you know, add some mountains or some birds or greenery or something, then it would so come to life. And if you don't like all of those funky sides, then you could always use the back side with the splotches and watercolor texture and wash and everything there. This one, I'm not sure exactly what I see, but I almost see some spring flowers. But I'm not sure. Like, I like up there, but this kind of looks like a mess to me. So, but this up here, like, it looks like spring bushes or something like that. Let me know, are you guys, like, loving this paper and seeing those possibilities? Or are you like, Laura, you're crazy, I don't see any of that? Ooh, this one is going to be hard. How are we going to decide which side to use? Because this one's not like super solid. But this one I feel like you can see a little bit more with those rolling hills, the flowers down in the corner. There's like a lake here. It's definitely a paper that it's like, it's almost hard to cut up. especially to be able to showcase all of it. But you could always use a Slimline card and do 2 Slimline cards with 3 inches, and then you get that whole scene and everything. I see ideas brewing. I feel like now I just want to play with all of these ideas that I'm thinking of. So yeah, definitely let me know, like, if you guys are seeing the stuff I'm seeing or if you're thinking I'm absolutely crazy. A field of wildflowers? For sure, yeah. I could totally see that. This one almost looks like the Northern Lights. Raise your hand if you've seen the Northern Lights. I want to see them so bad, like so bad. I actually think, like, if I had to say anything was like on a bucket list or something, I would say it would be the Northern Lights. When we were supposed to take the trip to Alaska with Stampin' Up, when I earned the Alaskan cruise, had full intentions of going and then found out that Claire was too young to go because she was less than 6 months. Which, to be honest, at the time that it happened, I was thinking, can you imagine us going on a vacation on a cruise with this baby? And me and Brad looked at each other like, oh my gosh, we would have died. Just because it was, you know, hard being a first-time parent and getting everything, you know, into a routine and stuff. But yeah, so we didn't get to go on the Alaskan cruise, but I was excited for the Alaskan cruise thinking that there was a chance I would see Northern Lights. Now, here in Illinois, we could kind of just go like straight up, but like I can't like stay in Canada or even like in Northern United States forever waiting for them. And so like I'm nervous to like think about planning a trip and then be disappointed that it didn't happen, you know? So let me know, have you seen the Northern Lights? And enlighten me with how fabulous they are. This one I totally see the lake with the mountains in the background and then that beautiful sky. Possible sunset, possible Northern Lights. I can dream, right? And then some of that fresh freesia. Ooh, okay, so there's totally mountains. Oh, this one's gonna be a hard one too. Like I see like an icy lake, river, stream, whatever, ocean, and then the mountains, and then that beautiful sky. And then this one is like stunning with its like beautiful sky and like grassy prairie or, you know, something like that. Ooh, that one's going to be a hard one to try to decide which side to use. Of course, thank goodness there's 4 sheets, so hopefully I can use them both. Oh, wait, I keep forgetting to turn one over. Now that looks like clouds for sure. That looks like a sky. As a child, do you feel like you're like, I don't think I appreciated them as a child as much as I should have? Yeah, I would love to. And I thought that you could see them. Like, how easy is it to see them up in the UP? Like, is it like hit or miss, or is it like pretty regular? See, and then that's the other thing that scares me. I don't know that I really want to go up there in the winter months and then feel like I'm going to get like stuck in the snowstorm or buried in snow or something like that. It does make it so much easier to understand a paper rather than seeing, like, if you just saw the swatches in the catalog like this, that does not do this paper justice. Like, you don't get to see that full aspect of it. So I do always like to show off the designer series paper so that you can actually get that full look of the piece. So I'm glad it's helping you, Colleen. Ooh, this one's like both like, it looks like a galaxy or something, like super fun. Bright colors and everything. I always feel like there's like the masculine and feminine sort of like look to it. So you could create the same card just with the 2 different colors and kind of get like the same look, but different. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be as regular as I was hoping. Like I just wish like or I almost wish like there was a season and they would say like, "Oh my gosh, the Northern Lights are crazy," and like spontaneously we just run up there and go see them and they'll be there that night and the next day or something like that. But one, I don't think I'm that spontaneous. Especially with two little kids, so at least not right now. And two, I don't think it works like that. And I definitely would be disappointed if we ran up there and then ended up not seeing them because that would be super sad. But okay. Oh, and then I wanted to show you guys the Slimline cards and envelopes. We have Slimline envelopes, so I'm super excited to have cute decorative envelopes rather than like just using a business envelope. So these come in the 3 colors and they have that fun lip. So it's like a little decorative lip on all 3 styles. Let's see. There, you can see it there. So super cute. And then all of the insides are decorated too. So this one has like a black and white scrolly fun pattern. The gray has it in gray. So it's that same pattern, but just gray. And then the green is also the same pattern, but in green. So super cute envelopes that you can use for Slimline cards. So I'm super excited about that to kind of decorate a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm just sending it in a business envelope and it looks like a bill or something like that. Although it always helps to have that handwritten address on the front because then you're like, ooh, it's like something real instead of junk mail. But yeah, I'm super excited about these. Don't forget that you can earn the New Horizons Designer Series paper for free. That's an exclusive offer through me where anytime you place an order of $75 or more throughout the month, then you will get that paper for free. And that can be like a $50 order and a $25 order as long as at the end of the month it totals $75 before shipping and tax, then you will still get that. So don't forget there is the hostess code down below that you can use whenever you're placing your order. And if you have any questions on anything, you can always reach out to me as I'm happy to help or help answer questions, help place the order, anything like that. I'm always here for you guys. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of these products. I will do my best with that New Horizons bundle or the On the Horizon bundle for the March online stamp class. So stay tuned for that. Right now I'm working on the February one though. I don't know if I'm 100% ready to announce that yet. I'm hoping to announce it on Friday whenever I have the class. So don't forget Friday, January 14th, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, right here on Facebook. I will be creating the 5 Rainbows of Happiness cards. So you guys can stamp along with me if you've purchased one of the kits. You can still purchase the PDF tutorial for instant download. If you wanted to do that, you can do that now. I have a link in the description for that. And then you can get all the supplies ready to stamp along with me if you didn't get a kit. The kits are sold out right now. So yeah, I'm trying to see how many kits I'm going to need each month so I'm not selling out so quickly. But it's kind of tricky to try to find that sweet spot. So I'm going to keep adding as much as I can with supplies and stuff so that I have enough kits for all of you guys. So if you wanted a kit and missed out on it, then let me know so that I can gauge how many I might need for next month. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Denise. I definitely love sharing all this, and now I can't wait to play with it. So yeah, I probably won't be on tomorrow, but there is a slim chance that I could be because Claire will be at school. But I also have a lot of other projects that I'm working on. So we will see. Otherwise, I will see you guys all on Friday evening, 7:30 Central Time, p.m. There is snow coming, so of course we're gonna have crazy weather for the stamp class. I think it's supposed to come like late Friday night. But still, when Brad told me that we could get like 2 to 4 inches this weekend, I'm like, what? Of course we are, because I have my online stamp class. He's like, yeah, it's totally different where no one is traveling, so it's not affecting anyone. And a little bit of snow is nothing compared to a tornado. So totally agree. So anyway, for sure, I will see you guys Friday evening, 7:30. Come stamp with me. It is a free stamp class with lots of tips, tricks, and techniques that I will be sharing with you guys. And yeah, I'm so excited. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Happy stamping. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. Stay safe and healthy.